Okay, so ceiling and floor for the teams in the NCAA tournament from the SEC.
Yeah.
We're going to say what these teams' ceilings are and what their floors are entering the NCAA tournament. For Auburn, I think their ceiling is national championship. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, yeah.
Okay, and then let's look at Alabama. Ceiling for Alabama, do we think title for Bama? I'm going to say yes.
I was going to say I think Alabama's going to surprise a lot of people.
I do as well.
Yeah.
I have Bama title ceiling. What about Auburn's floor?
Man, see, I think they might be out Final Four.
Oh, so you're going floor Final Four for Auburn.
Yeah.
I was thinking Sweet 16.
Really? Okay.
You're going to face a good team of 4 in the Sweet 16.
And that was me
You could
being
potentially
nice.
lose that game.
Yeah.
You're probably right, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then what about Alabama's floor? What are we thinking there?
Ooh, Alabama, I mean, they
Honestly, with the way that they their defensive side of the way they play defense makes me a little bit hesitant about them.
mm-hmm.
And if I was going to say something about, what their floor is, it's because of that. It's because of the way that they guard. And I mean, they gave up 110 points to Missouri.
Yeah.
Who is a great team. We think they're the most underrated team in college basketball.
Yeah, I love Missouri.
I think they are. But, I mean, you're giving up 110.
Yeah.
That's not great. I'm thinking floor for them also is Sweet 16. I think they'll win their opening 2-round games.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Let's move on to Tennessee and the 2 seeds. Tennessee's ceiling.
Man. Tennessee, all right, their ceiling,
yeah,
maybe Sweet 16, and they might not even make this. I don't think they'll make the Sweet 16
because of their offense.
Because they're inconsistent. They're the most inconsistent team.
Good point.
That we have in SEC.
They're a little inconsistent, and I think it's because of their offense.
Yeah,
they rank in like the 30s in offense.
I agree.
I don't know if they could score consistently enough.
Not against the teams that they'll be playing.
Yeah, now the thing about them is Chaz Lanier can really shoot the piss out of the ball.
Right.
Chaz Lanier can stroke it, and if he's off, though, one game, that's what makes me nervous about Tennessee. They're toast.
Yeah.
So I would say their ceiling is Elite 8. I think their floor is potentially – I think they'll win the first 2 games.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Sweet 16 floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Florida ceiling?
Ooh, Florida. See, I really like Florida, and they're ranked really well.
Florida
even though they just had that loss. I mean, games like that happen. They do happen.
They do. It's one game.
Yeah,
they came back. It took the lead down 25.
That's the thing. They were down. They came back though. It's honestly, it's very.
I think it's impressive on both sides.
It is, and I'm surprised that they actually didn't win that game. But I think we'll see. I think Florida may potentially be, their ceiling would be
title.
Would be a title, yeah.
I think so too. They have the guard play and the offense, and they can guard.
And the coach,
Yeah, Todd Golden's done an incredible job. I think they can win the whole thing.
I think so too.
Yeah, floor for Florida, I'm thinking is probably Sweet 16 as well.
For sure.
Are all these teams going to make this Sweet 16? Maybe. Now, chaos happens. That's why it's called March Madness.
Right.
But I don't see them. Who knows, though? It's March Madness. They could lose. I think they'll win their first 2 games.
Oh, 1,000%.
It all depends on matchups, though. So let's go to Kentucky, dude. What's the ceiling for the Cats, bro?
Kentucky, if everybody is fully healthy, like we've said time and time again, if everybody is on their A game and they are actually playing, they could potentially win the national championship.
I agree.
Yeah.
And we're going to sound like homers. I get that.
Yeah.
But look at the wins at the top of the resume that Kentucky has. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I don't care that they beat Duke in November.
They do have the most impressive wins that I.
They do. The top of the resume is better than anybody in college basketball.
Period, yeah.
Even Auburn. I will defend that point to anybody.
1,000%.
Now, the thing about Kentucky, though, is their floor, I think, they could potentially lose in the second round.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Yeah,
so
it's very possible.
It kind of reminds me of the 2014 team with the Twins. Kentucky's going to be a 3 seed. They were an 8 seed that year.
Yeah.
But I remember going in that tournament thinking Kentucky can lose this game to Kansas State. That's a 9 seed, or we could win the national championship.
See, and that's the thing.
And we made the title game.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing too is with Kentucky, it's like when they play, gosh, they're the best team. They are the best team.
If they're clicking, they're as good as anybody.
Right, but if something's off and it messes up everything,
they got to lock in and play deep.
Yeah.
Let's look at Texas A&M.
Texas
ceiling.
A&M, yeah, they've had some impressive games.
I don't know about their offense. They play football pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see
like
them in
the Final Four. You think it's Sweet 16 maybe is the ceiling for them?
That would be their ceiling, yeah. But
I think so too.
If that, yeah.
And then I think they could lose.
I think they could go out first or second round.
I do too, because they have these spurts on offense where they can't score.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and if they're the best offensive rebounding team in the country, Texas A&M is, for a reason, because they miss a lot of shots.
Right. Yeah.
So if you can limit them there, you know what I mean? You're gonna be able to beat them.
Right.
So,
yeah. As soon as they go up against a team that is more of a defensive team,
who can rebound the basketball if they get caught with someone like that, which you could. They're toast.
Yeah.
What about Miz? We like Miz a lot.
Yeah, I do like Miz. I think you could potentially see Miz, and honestly,
ceiling for Miz.
Yeah, the ceiling for Miz. I don't know. I don't know if they'll win it, but I think we could see them in the top 8.
Ooh, in the Elite 8.
In the Elite 8, yeah.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
I could see them going to a Final Four.
Really? Honestly, I could too.
Yeah, I think their ceiling could be
and
Final
again,
Four.
I'm a huge Miz fan. I really do enjoy watching them.
We like Miz a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, fun to watch.
I believe that. I mean,
yeah,
for them to win it all, I mean, that's not crazy to say either. But
it's not. I think it's gonna be tough for them to win 6. They can win 4.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
For sure, yeah.
And then what about the floor for Miz? I think also they're kind of like Kentucky. I could see them losing in the second round. To be honest, if they're not shooting it good from outside.
Yeah. I'm going to say Sweet 16.
Sweet 16 for Miss. Okay, I like that. I could see that. What about Ole Miss, dude?
Ole Miss.
Ceiling for Ole Miss.
Man, I mean, they're one of those teams that has the potential to take it far. But
I agree.
But they could also strike out pretty early.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Ceiling, I'm going to go with, again, Elite 8.
Yeah, E8. I like that for Ole Miss. Yeah. I think because Chris Beard is an elite coach too, and they can really guard, and they have some athletes, and it comes back again to the offense. It makes me worried about them being able to score consistently enough to make a Final Four, but they can definitely make an Elite 8.
Definitely.
And I think they're a little bit like A&M in the way that in the second round, their floor potentially to me is, you're talking about first, second round game.
Yeah.
They kind of look like, sitting there as a 7 seed, someone who could get upset. Yeah,
they could easily be out of there.
For sure. What about Mississippi State?
Mississippi State, man.
Ceiling, dude.
Yeah.
I like Mississippi State a lot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking ceiling, though, for Mississippi State, though, is Sweet 16.
Yeah. Really?
They've been kind of up and down all year. They've had games where they look really good.
Yeah. Where are they sitting at right now on the ranking?
They're projected to be a 7 seed. All of this is according to bracketology from Joe Lenardi, ESPN.
Okay. Yeah. So Sweet 16 would be a ceiling, you said?
I'm thinking Sweet 16 for Mississippi State. Yeah. I think they can lose in the first round, too.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I agree with that.
Yeah. What about Vanderbilt, dude?
Vandy.
They're projected as a 10 seed.
See, Vandy.
I'm thinking Vandy's Sweet 16 ceiling, bro.
Yeah.
I think they could surprise some teams because of the way that they play on offense. Mark Byington's a really good offensive coach.
Yeah.
I think they play a style that would be a little bit hard to prepare for a lot of teams coming off a quick turnaround in a opening weekend game.
Yeah.
So I think they could win too and make the second weekend for sure.
Yeah.
But they could also lose first, second round. Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. There's somebody that I'm not highly impressed by, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So here's the 11 seeds, and I don't know if these teams are going to make the tournament or not. Arkansas, Oklahoma are both projected to be in the first 4 in Dayton. And then Texas is projected as an at-large, as an 11 seed right now. I don't know if these teams are going to make it, but I don't know if these teams can win a game either in the tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If they do,
I could see Arkansas doing it potentially if they're healthy.
Yeah.
Because they're so athletic. They have athletes that could punish teams,
that's the thing,
especially in those opening round games.
Yeah, whenever Arkansas is playing, it's like, what, like, they've lost how many games? What? It's kind of surprising.
I know.
When you
they should have beat Auburn, let's be honest.
Yeah.
John L. Davis at the end of the game gets to steal Arkansas's down by 1 point. They could have easily won that game.
Oh, 1,000%.
And that would have been huge.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
They shouldn't be as bad as they are.
That's the thing.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you're watching them play and then you look at their overall win-loss ratio, it's very surprising.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't think this year they're gonna do well. They might not even make the tournament, but I do think that they will potentially next year be a lot better.
Oh, I think so for sure.
Yeah.
They've got some real good talent coming in.
For sure.
And hopefully they get some of those guys back. With Cal, you never know.
Right.
That's probably not going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Ceiling floor for every team in the SEC projected to go into the NCAA tournament this season. I like our picks, dude.
I do too.
Our picks. Let's see how it shakes out.
I want to see what you all think. If you think we're actually
tell us we don't know ball
crazy,
and that we're idiots.
Let us know.
Go ahead,
let us know. But
go for it.
We want to know what you all think about your teams and what you think about the other teams as well. So
absolutely.